That's right, folks. We are back at it again on the Skizzlecraft server. My name is RedWolf416. Thank you for joining me. Just a couple hours ago, there was some maintenance done on the server, and the resource worlds have been reset. So we are going to be making our way over there to see what the new worlds have for us. Also, we might actually be getting into some building in the creative world, something I haven't really done yet. And I have been learning a little bit of Litematica, so I only have basic rudimentary knowledge of it, and I want to get a little bit better at it. So creative world it is for learning that. Let's go check out that resource world first. We may need to go to sleep. It looks a little dark outside, and we need to get suited up. But let's get going on this Tuesday evening stream. It is 9:45 p.m. for me on Tuesday, November 11th. And in case you were wondering, the music we were listening to is Stream Beats by Harris Heller. This is DMCA free music that can be found on Spotify. I don't have the album name in front of me right now, though. Anyway, let's head over and see what the new worlds have to offer. First things first, I gotta make sure I got food, which I do have plenty of raw beef in here. That was from the headhunting. The headhunting games are still going on, but I have not been able to participate in them a whole lot. You have a bed, I got a boat, I got my milk, I got my lava, my water. We've got extra rockets. I think we are ready to go. Got a shield waiting in reserve. Here we are, the new Resource Overworld. Very interesting that we're on just a small island to start with. So what do you think? Should we head to the north, west, south, or east first? Well, I think we should head west. See what we can see. Since this is just kind of a general exploring of the resource world, we're kind of going to just be checking out the lay of the land, maybe looking for some shipwrecks here and there. That is a pile of dirt. Maybe looking for some ruined portals or maybe some mine shafts to see what we can find. Now, I don't know if there are any trail ruins in the resource worlds, but if we can find them, holy goodness. Look at this right here. Let's take a screenshot of that so we can get the coordinates. That is pretty awesome, finding a pale garden right away. I don't think I need anything from there. I did see something that I can use for the head games if I can get ahead. There we go. So while we're doing this, yes, there is going to be a little bit of cruelty to the Minecraft animals. We are going to be hunting for heads anytime we see one that might be a somewhat of a high value target. Now, donkeys are not the most common one. They are not the most rare one either. So they will get us a few points. Maybe not as much as we really want, but it is what it is. Let's just keep going, Sorry, it seemed like my elytra died for a second. Let's keep going due west and see what else we can find. Now, that is an interesting line of cherry blossom. So I'm taking screenshots of these because since the resource world is so fresh, we don't have any kind of a billboard up saying where things are located. So one of the things I like to do is hunt down some of the resource biomes and just post those. And would you look at that beautiful thing right there? That is a very intact ship. Let's take a look at this. Hopefully we don't get attacked by any drowned. I should probably set down a bed just in case. I will take those emeralds, thank you, though we have a lot of emeralds available to us. looks like I'm going to need to sleep very soon before I go down any lower. I think I'm going to do the old door trick here. Let me grab a few of these blocks. Need 6 total. This way we can make a nice little air pocket for ourselves. And I'm gonna actually just deposit a little bit of, not those. Deposit a little bit of stuff down there. And let's see here. Let's go into the center. Don't hear any drowned. Oh, there's one. Let's just not have him come say hello to us. There we go. That's what we wanted. Let's get out of here. Out of the water, at least. Or anybody else comes to say hi. And let's take a look at this map. It looks like we're very close. It looks like it's just to the south of us and a little bit to the west. So let's go check that out. Oh, we are extremely close. That's it. Right over here, it looks like. Boy, that map bounces a lot while we're walking. Better keep an eye out for anything untowards. Any pillager towers or anything like that. They seem to hang out in these snowy areas. Ah, there we go. Okay. So what we do, if you don't know about the block 9 trick, is you make sure your indicator on your map is pretty much directly over the X. Pull up the F3 screen, and on the line that says block in the square brackets, we are looking for block 9-9. It looks like we've got it right there. We are gonna switch to our shovel here and do a little bit of digging, and right there already we've found it. Money. I always love getting me a Heart of the Sea. I think we're gonna pull out the head box here and put this stuff in there. Always like me some gold as well. I might as well take the iron in case I need it. I don't think I need the cooked salmon. Let's drop off this map so that others, if they come to here, they can see that we already got it. Forgot to put the gold in there. And let's put down this one as well and just put some of that leather in there. This was me earlier searching for some mushroom cow heads. Let's get rid of that F3 screen. Mushroom cow heads. I got nearly 9 stacks. I got 7 plus, I think, stacks of raw beef. And not once did I get a mushroom cow head. A little disappointing, but that's okay. That's the way it goes when you're head hunting. So let's go back to our Z0 line and then keep heading west. Let's see what we've got. It's an interesting formation right there. Now, polar bears, those are kind of good heads. If I could actually land where I want. Okay, well, you know what? I don't see a cub. This will be okay. Let's just change our armor and get that shield in front of us before we do this. So usually it takes 1 shot of my bow, and hopefully only 1 slice of the sword. No head. Now there is a mama bear, so that will be a little bit more difficult, but oh boy, I am in trouble. We'll just get rid of that one right there. This one, she has taken a bit of damage. No head, though. We'll go after this one here. Still no bear head. That is pretty interesting. I will leave the cubs alone. Let's say hi to Mandy here. And we will keep going on our merry way towards the western edge of this resource world to see what there is. A lot of trees. Now, in my previous stream, I did find, in the corner of my base claim, I did find a trial chamber, a portion of it, and a portion of it is going outside my claim area. I asked the moderators, we are at the edge here. I asked the moderators about that, what the rules are regarding running the trial chamber, harvesting the copper, and setting it up so it's easier to run the thing, because I want to make it into a public access trial chamber. And from what I gathered, the response that I got is that I can, in fact, do what I wanted to do. Harvest the copper, set it up so that it can be run, since a portion of it is in my base claim, as long as the rest of it is sort of in the buffer zone. So I'm going to get rid of the fish. I have plenty of steak. I don't need that clogging up my inventory. Let's get a few more rockets here, though. In fact, I think I'm just going to grab a whole stack. We'll keep that in reserve for when I run out of these rockets. Well, apart from the sunken ship, I haven't found a lot of anything impressive down to the, or out to the west. So we're going to head south to the southwest corner, just see what we can see, and go from there. I haven't even seen any ruined portals yet. Really hoping to find a gold block or something. More ice. Lots and lots of ice. What would be really nice would be to find like a warm ocean with some coral and some coral fans or something like that. Make sure I got my bed on me. Didn't want to have left it at that shipwreck. We also, while we're doing this, we got to keep an eye on the condition of our elytra. I would hate to be way out in the far reaches of the resource world and suddenly come crashing down to the ground. That would be horrible. So we've got a pillager tower here. Apparently I used up my rockets. That's a bad place to be. I don't see any, what are they called? LAs. Trying to see if I can pick up that bottle without getting shot. There we go. We'll use that later in our trial chamber. Good game, Lavender. Let's head back towards this border over here. You see anything interesting? No, I'm hoping to find some Badlands or something, so that we can see some mine shafts, because that would be really nifty. Maybe find some treasure carts. Ooh, what is this? That is a beautiful view right there. Wow. Nice. Oh, that is awesome looking. Couple of creepers hiding down there. Let's see what we got over here. Oh yeah. Target practice. Oh, one of the things I want to do is I want to go get fire aspect on my sword. One thing I learned from attacking all of those mushroom cows earlier to try and do the headhunting was that I'm gonna have to use a lot of coal to cook all of that, and it would have been nice if I had just killed the cows with my sword and I already had cooked steak. So maybe after the Resource World, we can go and find ourselves a fire aspect book. I'm not going to go to the full far reaches of this Resource World today. I'm just going to go to, I think we'll go to the middle of the south here, kind of cover one quadrant of the Resource World, and then we'll head in to do some creative building, see what we can see. Let's say hi to Tormir really quick. Now we are approaching the American holiday of Thanksgiving in a few weeks. So there are some shenanigans that I hope to get up to. So maybe we can do that in another stream tomorrow. I do have some editing I need to do on a video that I'm planning to release real soon. Yes, it is late. However, I've been working on a video talking about the Halloween builds, and that is something that I would like to get out before it gets to be Thanksgiving. You know, better late than never. It's almost done. I'm in the music selection phase for the video. With the music selection comes some final cutting down to make things work with the songs, and then it'll be ready to render and release, hopefully. Apparently a new map of Phasmo was released today, I think is what it was. I am myself not a Phasmo player, but as you see in the chat, there are quite a few hupsters who are. Either somebody's been here, or that is some most interesting land generation. Okay, well, I think that was natural land generation, which is pretty interesting. There's a couple neat looking caves here. Still nothing super amazing or spectacular. Can't get into most of that cave. Let's just continue east. Maybe get some horse heads. Or not. Make sure nothing's sneaking up on us there. No horse head. There's a horse head. Maybe a donkey? That was close. Let's say hi to LBB. LBB. What are you up to tonight? All right. Let's just continue on. there's a ruined portal right there, just beyond the border. Get a little bit more of a bird's eye view up here. See if we can see a little bit further afield. There's a ruined portal. Ooh, just within. This is good. Okay, we're going to have to do some digging for this one. There we go. There's the gold block that I wanted, and I just fell in a hole. And now... Ah, there's the hole again. Come on. Oh, inventory full. Well, I don't need that, and I don't need the seeds. Let's see if we can find the treasure chest next, if there is one. Ooh. Maybe I should have kept the dirt. Is there more? Oh, there's another gold block. Ooh, that was close. Well, that is a big little bit of lava. Ow. So the question is, where is the treasure chest? Or is there one? Okay, making sure the sun's not setting while my face is stuck inside the mountain here. Ooh, that was close. Getting a little too eager with the pickaxe there. More? Come on, son. Oh, there's the treasure chest. Nice. Oh, 2 lodestones. Yes, please, and thank you. I don't really need anything else from there. Onward. Oh, actually, let's come down here. We've got another village to check out, too, it looks like. Let's come down here. Any chicken heads in here? Not you. Okay, let's just do this. This is not the box that I wanted. Gold. Lodestone banner. There we go. That's looking more like it. Things we don't need in our inventory. Leather, chicken, feathers. Alright. See what this village has to offer. I didn't see a blacksmith when I was flying up to it, though. So, not sure what there is here. There is a cleric, though. I don't see a church. Where would there be a brewing stand? Unless I'm just really mistaken as to where the workstations end up. Alright. Well, onward, I guess. Well, that's interesting. Look at that. That's almost a perfect sphere. That could have been bad. Ah, another village. That's cute. On the side of a cliff. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that. is a nice big village. Better watch out. I don't have any leather booties on. I don't want to fall into any snow. Any powdered snow. Alright, I didn't see anything worthwhile in that village. I'm gonna keep going. Look at that ravine. Well, it's gonna be nighttime pretty soon. Surprised that I've only found like the one rune portal. Do a little bit more head hunting. Oh, they make such an awful noise. How bad's the spawn, Summer asks? Are you talking about the resource world? Or are you talking about where we spawn in the resource world? The resource world overall, I haven't found a lot of amazing things. I found one sunken treasure, or one sunken ship. That's about it. A couple of nice looking caves. I haven't gone down below. As far as where you come in initially, like where we put the teleportation sword, that is on a quaint little island that is pretty safe. I mean, it's not lit up with torches right now. It has the beacon beams. But it's such a small island, like, I highly doubt anything's going to spawn there. We'll probably actually have to go off island just to make the mine shaft that we typically make. But there is, as you head directly west, there is yet another big, like, cold ocean biome with a bunch of ice. So if you're into collecting ice, then that's great. Also, almost immediately due west of where we spawn in, there is a really big pale garden. So if you're looking for the pale oak, it's very, very close. I can show you easily once I get back to... oh, I seem to have gone past center line. I meant to be heading north by now. Okay, well, that's okay. We'll just go this way. Once I get back to the spawn in a few minutes, I will show you if you're still hanging around. Or I can just tell you really quick. Well, no, I'd have to open up another window. That would be slow. I'm going to keep looking this way, and then when I get back towards the spawn, I'll let you know where the pale garden is. Yeah. Oh, I'm a horrible person, but there's another horse head. I think there was one more. That's it. We'll leave the colt. We'll leave the baby alone. Okay. Ooh, another village. Ow. Well, a few huts, but again, nothing amazing. Oh, there we go. There's a church. Okay, that's cool. The village comes all the way up here. Ooh, see something to fly through. Woohoo! That actually made me duck in real life. Witch hut. See if we can do this without dying. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I needed to have my sword out. And I thought that 2 arrows would be okay. Have I really gone through 64? Holy cow. All right, let's offload some of this stuff. Our rocket supply is getting low again. Just grab that, and let's do this. Make sure not to leave any of these here. Okay, onward. It's a nice big swamp. That's some interesting landscape over there, but just outside of reach. I wonder if this has a second witch hut. Yes, it does. Oh man. If you were watching one of my previous streams, you would have seen me have a nice panic attack when I was fighting a witch. She poisoned me. At the same time, a creeper snuck up and blew me up. No head. Creeper blew me up, collapsed some sand on me. So I got poisoned, blown up, and buried. I felt like Rasputin. Ooh, that's pretty. Luckily, I didn't die in that incident, but I did definitely panic. Just started firing rockets off all over the place, trying to get out of there. All right, help me watch out. Oh, hey, I'm out of rockets. Help me watch out for that Z coordinate. When it gets to 0, I'm making a left all sudden-like. Turn left all sudden-like and head west. And please tell me you get that movie reference. Heading west to Kentucky. Come on, Summer, do you know that movie reference? Maybe I'll give you the more complete quote. How is it there is a war going on and you are heading to Kentucky? Well, we faced north and then turn left real sudden-like. No? No. Last of the Mohicans. Well, it is time to head back to spawn. See if we can find anything on this line while heading west. Still looking for shipwrecks. We'll put up a sign, though, for what we did find. Never seen it! Takes place during the French and Indian War. It's a good movie. It's a classic with Daniel Day-Lewis. Highly recommend it. It's a little bit intense, though. Y'all are going to get tired of hearing me talk about that movie, probably. Alright, we're in a dark oak. Maybe, just maybe, there can be a woodland mansion here. Let's fly around this a little bit. See if we can find anything. No woodland mansion. Well, that is a bummer. We don't have a whole lot more to go before we're back at our... Oh, here we go. Spawn. See if we can't find any more goodies here. Yeah, I'll take those. Let's see if we can't go down into the hold. Oh, baby. I will take both of those. Could always do with another clock since they're kind of expensive to craft. And let's see where this takes us. To the north and more west. Onward. Not very far to go, though. See if I can get this chest before sunset. Oh, that is down there. Maybe. Yeah. Wow. This may be hard to get this before sunset. We're looking at here and here. Yeah, we're not going to get there before sunset. Let's just take care of a couple things here. Put some goodies away. Now, no. In case we run into trouble, let's put that back down. Let's get those doors handy again. And then... Nope, wrong button. There we go. See where we're at. Yep, we need to go to 9-9. Where am I here? 10 and 7. Right here. Gotta watch out for drowns. Switch back to the shovel, and we are looking for right around in here. I think. There it is. Oh, baby. Yes, I will take all of that. Oh, and those. What else can I get rid of? Let's get rid of that. I know. We have a trading farm. Don't really need the emeralds. Okay, we'll lay down our goodies box again. I do wish that identical potions could both stack. It would really be nice to be able to, like, I don't know, make a bundle and have all your potions in there. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, let's take a picture of this. Boom. Woo. They were trying to laser blast me. We're pretty close to where the spawn is, so that ocean monument, I was trying to remember the name of it. That ocean monument should be oh, there's another one. I'll leave that one be for someone else. That ocean monument might be valuable to somebody. I don't feel like trying to go into that right now. I've got a trial chamber back at my home to worry about. Oh, come on. I don't like being cruel needlessly. There we go. Actually, what I should do is I should feed you guys instead. Don't run away. I'm sorry I hurt you. Come here. You too. Ah. Hey, there's our beacon beam. Look at that. Okay. Let's, well, we should have gotten some more wood. Let's head west. We know there's forest over there. In fact, we could get all fancy and make it pale wood. Pale oak wood. Yeah. Yeah, I highly recommend boats for transporting the animals. Alright, here you go, Summer. Just under 1,000 blocks. Due west. Which might be kind of fun if I find myself a creaking heart in here while I'm doing this. Oh, no way. Oh, yes, please and thank you. Can't remember if I need silk touch, but that's definitely what I'm doing. Oh, I have a silk axe. Yeah, baby. Alright, let's get the rest of that. No UFO trees. Chop it all down. I saw some jungle over here too. That's good. Do a little F2 on that. Let's pick up some of this jungle wood. We don't need much. Just for variety on the billboard. We don't need that. I will take the sapling though. Don't need that. Let's find another smaller jungle tree here. There we go. Oh, are there any jungle saplings? No. Alright, that's good. Let's head back. Grab that. I don't remember if I have any melon seeds. There it is. Alright, let's build this billboard. I'm going to put it right in here. So that I don't use up stuff that I want to keep. Keep that stuff there. I'm going to keep the jungle sapling. Keep that, keep that. Okay, I had to take a little pause there for a second, but we are back. So let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Three, 4, 5. Yeah, come on. Face the right way. Yeah, let's yeah, I want a gap. Okay, and now crafting table. Let's leave one right here. Let's get those just to do a little bit of fanciness on here. Just because. Why not? And now let's make some signs. Six signs should be enough for what I've got. Okay, I'm going to have to pause here just a second to keep an eye on that. Let's put a bed down. And I need to call up my window of screenshots. Bear with me. All right. The first one we are going to be doing is jungle. That is -851 and 37. Fun. Gonna do, what is the next one? Ocean Monument, which actually, the time yet? Nope. Okay. Ocean Monument. Yeah, I think that's how you spell it. And we'll get back to that after we sleep. All right, Ocean Monument is at 710 and -188. Say hello. All right. Next one. Cherry Grove. Pretty decent sized one, but there's plenty in here. Cherry Grove. -2013 and 84. Done. And then what else have we got? Pale Garden. Pale. That's the correct way to spell it, right? I didn't just spell it like a bucket. Or is that the same spelling? I don't know. Pale Garden. It gets the point across. That's -918 and -86. That'll do. Don't think I have any more screenshots. Yeah. No screenshots. So let's also lay down a chest. We can put our extra stuff in here. Let's put our doors and our stakes. No, I didn't mean to put that in there. Fishing rod. And bed. Okay. Well, now what? Let's go to the trading hall. Let's try and get fire aspect on this sword. Oh, nice timing on the music. Very relaxing as we get back home to a safe spot. Yeah, come on. Get through the door. Close. There we go. Let's see. How many emeralds did we get? A few. We might need a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think we'll need more than 30. Whatever we do not spend on getting fire aspect, we will deposit back. First, I need some books. Okay. That's good. Now, let's find if anybody has fire aspect. Really hope they do. Well, you. No, there's flame, which is for the bow. Fire aspect 2. Is that the highest level? Let me check really quick. Highest level fire aspect Minecraft. Fire aspect 2. All right. Store that one away in my brain. Oh. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. I bought a bunch of bookshelves. I meant to do. I have this habit of holding shift when I do stuff like that. I just spent all my emeralds. You're what? Fire aspect, you're the third one over? Stupid. I wanted to actually contribute more emeralds to this, not take away. Alright. Fire aspect 2. Let's not hit shift this time. And 11. Oh, we got that. Fire aspect 2. We can now cook things. Let's give these emeralds back. We can do that too. I don't have a spawn set on this world. Alright, well, let us see if we can learn a little bit of Litematica. After I deposit some stuff, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, Oompa bonked their head. Alright, let's go deposit some heads. So as you can see here, we have a new special. Welcome to week 2 of the head games. This week is all about Are the Vikings' Demise? You must collect my head, Christmas head. That is that one right there. What is the time? Would help if I was actually looking west. Okay. You must collect my head, the Christmas head, in an imaginative way. You cannot just walk up and end me with your sword or your bow. The better the kill, the better you will score. I will be able to fight back or try and get out of reach, or get out of each demise to make it more challenging for you. This challenge will last the whole month to give everyone a chance, as I am aware of time zones. Please try not to lose my stuff during my demise, and please do not grief other builds without express permission. Good luck. Why have I done this? Yes, so earlier I snuck up on Are the Viking in their base, and then they snuck up on me in return on accident. Basically, I was sneaking through the base, and Viking rounded the corner, and there I was, and it was very awkward. He took off, and I ran away because I didn't have a plan. I was just trying to scope out where they were. Okay, make sure I'm only putting heads in here. Horse head, turtle head, donkey head. Let's go check out our score, me and Bob. 3,540 as compared to Claire Bear and Lavender are at nearly 22 1,000. A bit of a spread. A bit of a spread. Not gonna lie, I don't think we're gonna catch up with them. They are machines. Alright, let's skedaddle over to the creative world. You know what's interesting about the creative world is you go into creative mode and your whole inventory empties. It's pretty magical the way the mods and administrators have worked that out. So when you come back from the creative world, you suddenly have all your inventory back. No problem. Here we are in the creative world. And I get to learn how to use Litematica. One of the big things you need with it is a stick. Yep, that is how you access the interface. So, one thing I do want to give myself. I want to give myself rockets. I want to give myself Flight 3 rockets, and I want to give myself an Elytra because it is honestly faster than using the normal creative flying. Like if you go up here like this, oh, so slow. So slow. Interesting. Oh, I see. This is the tower design. I was like, why is there another portal here? I gotcha. Okay, so I'm just trying to find a good space to set up camp and start building a bunch of stuff. I did have something that I built way over here in the east. I will show it to you. And it's gonna be over here pretty soon. There we go. This was where LBB was teaching me about Litematica, and this may or may not have anything to do with any Thanksgiving shenanigans, but we shall see. But I am very close to where LBB is doing a bunch of stuff, and I can't decide. Maybe I should just come over here and try doing it here. Now, one thing that was important, the reason this red marker is here, is that one of the main key points of Litematica is that it places everything according to the northwest corner. So there's north, there's west, places everything based off the northwest corner of your build. So where I had put my emerald blocks to define the corners of the envelope, not exactly ideal. So I am going to try and get better about that. Now, I just noticed that my music has stopped. Give me just a second. The album that we were listening to was Ocularium. We are going to go to a different one now. Let us go to... Just finished Ocularium. Let's try Certain Shade of Blue. First song is called Timeless. Nope, that's not it. There we go. The next thing we need to do is I need to get to Plots Modeler. If you don't know of it, there's a wonderful website called Plots, that's plotz.co.uk. It offers some great templates for modeling things like spheres. Now I'm going to start with a sphere because they are mirrorable, reflected. I don't know how you want to say that. You can mirror them across all three axes, so you only need 1/8 of the. Let me see here. You only need 1/8 of the sphere in order to create a full sphere. So if you're saving a template for making spheres later, there's a easy thing to do. You only have to make 1/8 of it. I'm going to come a little ways further away because I don't know how big of a sphere I'm going to end up making. What I am going to do is I'm going to get a couple of concrete blocks. because this is going to help me count. We're going to go with light gray and dark gray. So the first one I'm going to do is just to make it easy is I'm going to be doing a sphere of a diameter of 11. I always like to do odd number blocks. So we've got the one that's going to be in the center. And we're going to go to, and then we're going to go, and this is where we're going to start. So I'm going to do this out of frosted glass, white stained glass. So that's going to be the center at one point. And then we'll put this down. And then we will go here. And like that. Okay. So from the center, we're going to go out by 2. And then it's a couple of angled pieces. And again, we're going to do that here, here, and this way. So you can kind of see where we're starting to get that shape. And so, pardon the slight pause, but I need to go up by a layer. Okay. Looks like this layer is pretty much identical, so we're gonna do that again all through here. We need to go up by one more. I am taking some shortcuts in the way I'm building this because I understand that a sphere is reflected, like, it's hard to explain it, but you have a sphere profile, or I should say a quarter of a circle going around here, and I know that the second row is the same here. If you were to rotate that up and around, you would get that same pattern going down this edge. Likewise, if you rotate this up and over this way, you get that same pattern going here. So on the third row, it is a little bit different. We are going to go out by 1, so we're going to go there. Instead of by going out by 2 from the center. And these are 2, like that. So this is where it starts getting tricky to follow, is it needs to do the same here. So we're going to go there. And then that needs to go... I may be doing that wrong. Yeah. So that's where it gets confusing. So I'm going to stop being all fancy and smart, and I'm going to just go to the next level here. So we're going to need 1, 2, 2, and then we need 1 right here. Go to the next level, and we are getting 2 out, 1 in, 2 out. There we go. That is the sphere right there. Now, I'm going to mark the edge, or I should say the end of the envelope, the opposite corner, by doing this. And that is my beginning and end of my sphere. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to keep these in here. The idea behind me saving this template is not that I'm always going to be making a sphere out of glass. It's going to be whatever block. So I'm not going to follow the template 100%. So I may actually keep these in here just because it makes it easier to count. So let's see here. Let's see if I can learn what LBB taught me. First, I'm going to mode 1 of 9, area selection. I'm going to left click and left click. No. Left click for the beginning, right click for the end. Make sure that's containing my entire sphere 8. And then I need to hit M for menu, and no, that's not it. Schematic manager. No. Litematica menu. Loaded schematics? No. Schematic placements. This is interesting. I may have to ask LBB tomorrow for some more information. I thought this would have been it. No. Area editor. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're going to call this sphere 11 because it is 11 in diameter. We're going to say set, save schematic. Oh, here we go. We're going to say, yes, save schematic. There we go. Hit escape, hit escape, hit escape. Right click over there. Awesome. So now we are going to make sure we did this correctly. I'm going to come over to schematic placement. We're going to come down here. We're going to left click right there. Come on. Load schematic. We want to load that. Load schematic. It loaded it where I was standing. Okay. And then if I want to move it, I can hold down Alt. Oh, yeah. And there we go. That is the schematic loaded over the original. So if I want to, what I can do now is I can go to Menu, Loaded Schematics. No. Schematic placements. Remove. Configure. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So now we have, if we wanted to continue building this sphere out, we can look at this schematic and figure out where everything goes right here, which I will have to learn some more of how to actually place that. But that's the general gist of loading a schematic or creating a schematic. So let's see here. To get rid of that, nope, wrong menu. We're going to go loaded schematics, unload, Litematica menu. All right, there we go. So that is the 11 diameter sphere. Let's see here. Am I allowed to do commands? No, I don't have access to that command. What I do have access to, though, is a bed. There we go. All right. So now from here, do I want to go to a 13 and have way too many schematics by going every 2, or do I want to go to a 15? I think for now we'll go to a 15 diameter, and maybe at a later date we will go to a 13 and make a 13 if we need it. So let's do this. We will clear out all of this, and actually we're going, that's a 12, 13, 14, 15. For the most part, I believe so. So let's clear out all the stained glass here. We don't need this here anymore. see, what I'm doing is I'm creating a library of useful schematics. And as far as I know, redstone elements can also be included. So what that means is that if I want to do something like follow a tutorial for a tunnel boring machine, a simple one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one, that's 13. Yeah. I'm doing 15. I should have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why did that change? Did I 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh, plus one more. Counting with red again. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I should have 7 here, including the glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the way it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7. Okay, there we go. Anyway, if, for example, not that I'm going to, but if, for example, I was trying to make a tunnel boring machine and I had to follow a tutorial and it's something that I wanted to be able to remember, quote unquote, then that is something I could make a schematic of. That way, anytime I needed to place a new tunnel boring machine, I could just load the schematic. So Litematica is a pretty cool tool. I hesitated for a long time on learning it because part of me feels like it's a little too much creative mode. Like you're fully designing something and then not taking a look at it I am off by one over here. You're not fully taking a look at it in survival. You're just kind of going with what you made in creative. I don't know how I feel about that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's check this. Standing on 52. Standing on 52. Okay. That is our envelope right there. So let's just start going through the layers here. Gonna be doing another 2, another 2, another 1. So that makes it easy to continue this pattern. Now we're going to be doing 1 out and then 3. Come on. Do that one there. Okay. And the next one, we are actually moving in by a level now. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2. Okay. One, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, and 3. Yep. Okay. The next one. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, we are approaching the end. We're on the second to last layer here. We're going to go that. And the very last layer. It's just filling in all of that. So that should be a 15 sphere. So let's take that stick. We will go down to area selection, left click, right click, make sure everything is contained in there. Go into menu, schematic manager. No. Area editor. 15 set. Save schematic. Save schematic. All right, now let's test this. We'll do it right here. And load schematic. There. Load schematic. All right. So now we can go in and Alt and just scroll this over. And yes, that is in the correct placement. Let's go into schematic placements. No. I will get this eventually. No. Schematic. Nope. I just did that. Loaded schematics. Nope. Area editor. I've already forgotten where I reflect stuff. Configuration. No. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Area editor. I already tried this. Nope. Nope, that's to load. Loaded schematic. Create. Nope. Yep, that was based off of something else. Well, we can experiment with moving it to the correct place. We'll go back down. There we go. Okay, now it's in the correct place. Okay. I have to figure out how to mirror this. I know I did it once already. Move. Configure. There it is. Placements, configure. There we go. There we go. That would be it right there. So that would be giving us a 15 diameter sphere. Perfect. Okay, I like that. I have a couple spheres schematics saved. So let's just get rid of this. And let's unload all our schematics here by hitting menu and unload. There we go. So now we have learned. So let's start on something that I'm not ready to save the schematic on yet, but I do want to start getting an idea of something. My nether portal is in desperate need of an overhaul. And I kind of want to do something sort of like a monolith, but in 2 pieces. So what would that be? Like a duolith? Okay. I don't know how to get rid of that. I really don't know how to get rid of that. All right. Don't need to, though. Let's see here. Let's get rid of a lot of other stuff that we don't need. And the duolith. Let's put it right in this area. Let's just put a sign here. Reds. Duo. What is that? Is that with a Y? Duolith. I think that's it. Sleep. I want to work during the day. Okay. So the idea we are going to be making a portal, and I'm just going to use purple paint so I don't actually light it. I got to figure out about what size I want this at. We'll go up a little bit so that if I want to play around with the terraforming around it a little bit, I can. Do I have enough room? I do have enough room. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 by 7. Well, let's see here. I'm a big fan of the golden ratio, which is 1 to 1.618. But the rectangle for what I want to do is a little bit too stubby, let's say. And the interesting thing about the golden ratio, so if you multiply 1.618 by itself, you get 2.618. So that's basically 2.5. We're doing 5 here. 2.5 of that would be 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's get the purple panes in there and see what this looks like. Glass pane placement is so much fun. You might call it a pane. And then I think the initial form of this duolith I'll just be doing with stone at first, and then I'll be figuring out how to replace that stone with other stuff to add more textures, maybe a bit of a gradient. What are we doing on time? It is 11 p.m. It is getting a little bit late for me, but I do want to get the shape of this going. Okay. I like the height on that. I like the overall proportions. It's tall. It's not too tall. So we're going to go with that for now. And let's start placing stuff. Let's see, I don't need this. Now the question is, how far do we want it to come out this way? I do want the borders mostly hidden, so we are going to come up right up the side here. I don't like that it always looks like obsidian, but it is what it is. It needs to be that. So a little bit of what I'm looking for is, I can't remember the name of it in the movie, but if you've seen Avengers Endgame, there's the place where the Red Skull is standing guard over one of the Infinity Stones. There's this giant monolith there, and then at the edge of it is a cliff. And so that's sort of what I'm looking for on this, except for I don't want this to be just a single monolith. I want it to have, like, I don't know, kind of, I'm calling it a duolith. I want it to have 2 spires with a portal in between. So I am just trying to really just wireframe this out and get the overall outline proportions of this. I may have to make this portal wider, honestly. Wider and taller. In order to get the kind of epic proportions that I'm going for. But I also have to make sure I'm not building up too tall, because while our creative world here is at y negative 60, my portal is actually at like y positive 70. So I can't make this monstrous, otherwise I will be running out of build height. Okay, we'll bring this out a bit. Start to bring it out a bit more at the bottom, like there's been some erosion or something like that. I don't know if I made this tall enough, honestly. It's a little too wide here. Needs a bit more verticality. Maybe that. It's getting there on the overall shape, but I kind of want it to be a bit more epic than that. Like, I want this to be something that looks like you'd be able to see it from miles away. Let's bump this out a little bit more. Come on. Fly, darn it. Okay, so if we're going out by 2 on the sides, that makes it so it's 7 in the center. We do the 2.6, and that is going to be 14 plus another 4 is 18, which is not an odd number. I want it to be an odd number. I guess this one wasn't. So we've got 15, 16, 17, 18. That'll keep the proportions right there. Is that what we want to do? Do we want to make it so that it's more than 1 to 2.16? No, not 2.16. 1.618. 2.618. Yeah, that's right. 2.6. So do we want to go taller than that? It's hard to get a sense of scale with everything else. Like walking up to it, we're going to be right around here. That is pretty big. Is it what we want? Is it as epic as we want? Now, there is a limit to how tall and how wide you can make an end portal. In fact, let me look that up really quick. End portal, not end portal, nether portal dimension limits. There's a maximum of 23 by 23. I'm at 18. So if we go 9 wide on the inside, double it, 2.5 times, that's going to be 18 plus 5. That is 23. That is our limit right there. Let's do that. Let's hit the limit. So that is what? 18 we said? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, I know, I'm missing a lot. There we go. I need to go out one more. Almost ended up with even numbers. This won't be quite 2.618, but it is going to be hitting the limit of what we can do on another portal. There are ways to cheat it to make it look like it's going up further. I could have something going across right where we've got the obsidian and then do a second nether portal up above that we don't ever use, or that also links. But this might be it. Okay, so let's double check. We know that this is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, 23. We can go up one more. Hopefully that's not the outer edge of it. We'll find that out probably the hard way. Like, if that's the upper limit of the outer part where the obsidian goes, then we gotta bring everything in by one. At least down by one. We're not gonna find that out here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Actually, having this stone here, unintentionally, makes things a little bit easier to place. Okay. Oh, oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm not frustrated, you're frustrated. How much more? Oh, good. One more. We can connect it up here. Yay! Alright. Now we need to, we'll keep this height, but I mean we're gonna go bigger than that even. But no point in breaking blocks that don't need to be broken yet. And the glass, I mean the portal won't be sticking out like that, but it'll be kind of interesting to have the stone wrapping around the portal a little bit. Like that. Yeah. This isn't time consuming at all. Even in creative, man, I am probably, future me is probably going to hate present day me when I actually have to go and build this thing in real life, in survival. Now this one on the left is going to be the taller one. Question is, if We're starting at 60. How high are we here? We're at almost 80 right there. I think that's doable. So we're gonna come over here like this. Kind of do a scoopy scoop in the middle, like a land bridge. There we go, a little scoopy swoopy. Maybe like that. And now, let's see how far out we want to come, or how far up we want to come for this side. Let's just say it's there. Just realized it is nighttime again. Alright, now let's get back up here. I can get the skeleton frame of, or the silhouette essentially of this mapped out, and I'll feel pretty good about this little trip into the creative world. Just kind of trying to get a rough shape idea on this. And then we'll take a step back, see if it sings to our soul or if it makes us want to throw up. And we need to start over. Come on. I am not used to playing in creative. But it does have its merits. Let's get a little bit of this coming down to Is this what we are looking for? Do not know. We are about to find out. Let's get all that covered. With that. And then let's bring this one out. Maybe up a little bit more. Judging by the way this looks. Maybe we'll make the rounding at the top a little bit steeper on this one too. How many did we do here? How wide is it at its widest? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Around 8. 7, 8, 9. Whereas here we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. We need to go out a little bit further. Yeah, that's a little too steep on this left side. That's a little bit better, I think. Yeah. Come on. Wouldn't it be really funny if I accidentally put these steps outward at exactly the same height from left to right side? Funny, but not funny. I can place blocks in the right spot. This is looking good. I may want to make that narrower, honestly. That portal. So that this gets narrower. I'd like the gap to be a little bit more extreme. I mean, extremely narrow. Yeah, let's see what we can do about that. So we are now breaking from the golden ratio by doing this. I thought I was standing on that. Yeah, we are breaking from that 1 to 2.618 ratio, but I think in the end it will look a little bit more dynamic. I'm flying faster than I can place them. Let's do that, and let's bring this in by 2. Just gotta trust the process here. I know it looks ugly now. Back. And now we're going in by 2 on this one. Fell off. Probably be faster if I set up a full beacon and grabbed a pickaxe with haste too, or with haste and efficiency and all that. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. That's more the look I'm going for. Still looks small, but I think once it gets to be three-dimensional, it'll look a lot better. Because we are talking about like having this thing coming out like this. On both sides. Kind of like that. On both sides. Going up. Maybe having a little bit more of an outcropping here. Things are getting dark again. Maybe something like that. Let's get a little bit further away. See what this would look like from a long distance. That is pretty good. I may actually make that portal just a bit narrower again and bring those spires, the monoliths, up just a little bit further. I want this to look like a rift was created in a single monolith. And in the middle of that rift is where the portal goes. So it might be kind of interesting to make this go up further. I was also thinking, what would it be like? 5. What would it be like? Let's go to plots really quick. And we are gonna go back and look at, where are we going? Not sphere. We want ellipse. We're gonna make this, what would 21 by 21 look like? We do that, and that might be too big. Yeah, that's too big. Let's go to 17 by 17 ellipse. And that makes it so we have 17 divided by 2, 16 and a half, so 16. Sorry, no, 16, 8 and a half, sorry. Counting with red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's our limit right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Come on. All right. So from there, then we can do 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay, so this is just kind of a mock-up of this really quick. Go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 1. Let me do 1, 2. And we'll Do it again on this side. We'll do 2 down, 2 more, 2 ones, and a 2. 2, 2, 2 ones, and a 2. So we got something about like that in this monolith or duolith. Not sure on the height on that. It might need to go lower, might need to go taller, higher up. But maybe something like that. It would be something fun to fly through, that's for sure. Yeah. So we'll play around with this some, but this is getting there. I'll probably deal with this a little bit off camera, but here. All right, good night. Well, thank you all for joining me on this stream. Ooh, hold on. Okay, there we go. Thank you all for joining me on this stream. I appreciate it. And if you're watching this at a later date on YouTube, thank you again for joining. And be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps a lot. But I look forward to seeing you all in the next stream. Have a good night and goodbye.